race fans, and welcome to Off Camber TV's coverage of the Grand American Sim Racing Association, powered by Insane Energy Drink. This is the Grand American Cup Series. We are here at the Paperclip in Martinsville, Virginia, for 100 laps around this half a mile short track. Joining me in the booth tonight is Donovan Johns. How you doing tonight, bud?
Fantastic. How you doing tonight, Wes?
I'm doing pretty good. Little discouraged that we've only got about 10 or 11 drivers here tonight, and really small turnout compared to last week at Talladega.
Correct. Yeah. And I as a driver look at these completely opposite. I hate running Talladega. I love running Martinsville.
They could carpet bomb Martinsville any day, and I'd be fine with it.
No, man, this is the kind of driving you got to do. Takes you right back to your local routes. You're driving half mile, quarter mile tracks, on the gas, off the gas, trying to corner, getting around the guys around you, man. It is a chess game as fast as you can play it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love the historic side of this. You know, this place opened in 1949. This is the oldest track on the circuit. One of the oldest tracks, or it might have been 39, excuse me. But I don't like driving it. I'm more of a lead-footed, right foot kind of person, and my left foot don't work the brake pedal all that good.
Yeah, no, I born and raised short track racing. This is the kind of stuff. This for me is racing. So I'm excited to see what these guys can do. You know, hopefully a couple more guys show up. They do have 2 more minutes. Maybe there's a Sean Brightsman that they have here who likes to log in right at qualifying. And this is our second race with these guys. Last race at Talladega had a good turnout, had a phenomenal race. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing what these guys can do when you take a quarter of the track. Or less, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Fifth of the track.
And right now, looking like the 9 car of Jamie Vaughn, top of the practice boards right now with 18.527. Right behind him is Jared Mogard in second with an 18.604. Top 5 only separated by about 21 hundredths of a second. So pretty close up near the front. Got a couple people hanging out in the back. Doesn't look like they put a setup under their car. Running 19-second laps. Extremely chilly here tonight.
Yeah, weather-wise, we're looking at overcast, 66 degrees. Track temp is 66 degrees. Very slight wind, shouldn't be a factor, but we do have 34% humidity. Should rise up, cause a little more the traction to build up early on and really hook up these cars after a few laps of racing.
And they do have one faster pair here tonight. I am almost certain that it is going to be used.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these guys are having trouble coming off of turn 2. There was 3 of them right there. And they have a fuel limit of 60%. So there should be at least one pit stop, if not more, depending on when the cautions fly or if they fly.
I'm gonna go on the strategy that there are going to be cautions. Watching these drivers, a lot of guys are gonna cook that right rear off their tires. They're gonna be spinning. They're gonna be wrecking, and it's not gonna take very long for the cars to start to wreck up. So I'm gonna bank on there's gonna be cautions. They're gonna be pitting. I'm gonna take all 4 every time there's a yellow flag.
And we are starting the qualifying portion of tonight's event. Looking at the number 9, Jamie Vaughn, top of the practice boards. See what he can do here. Taking the green. And that's exactly the kind of line that you want to be taking around here. You want to hard on the brakes into the turn, as close to that curb as you can get without hitting it, and power off. And he gets loose coming out of 4. Gonna have to reset that car and try again.
Yeah, the big thing with going into these corners, you don't want to also lock them up. You got to get that brake balance. You want that weight transfer to be just spot on. Don't want to overdrive it, don't want to underdrive it. You really want to let that car do its job, and you just kind of hold on and let it rotate, which is so hard to do when you're in these big, powerful cars.
Yeah, you got a lot of torque going to the back wheels of these machines. It's extremely hard to keep it under you, especially at low speeds. But, you know, more than likely the winner is going to be the one who can do it the best.
And over 100 laps, that's a lot of opportunities to biff it into the wall.
Oh, no, not the Biff.
Hey, didn't the Biff lead a few laps yesterday?
He did.
Go Biff. Grant Buffalo. Yeah, and OCTV, her own Katie, she absolutely loves the Biff. So if you're listening, Katie, rock on.
Yeah, and then Cheez-It took a good hard left-hand turn into the inside retaining wall. I forgot where I was on the track.
It's been so long since I've been up here, didn't know where I was going.
I lost my retainer.
Shoot,
All
I need
right.
another beer.
Yeah, new provisional pole sitter number 7, Justin Vaughn, top of the charts, bringing it home at an 18.586. Not as fast as Jamie Vaughn was, but Jamie Vaughn qualifying third right now at 18.63. I believe we have Robbie Baskins on track here, number 46. Try his hand here.
David Bowden's on his out lap. He was fourth quick in practice. All right, looks like David Bowden qualified tentative or provisional P7, the 18.856.
Respectable time. I tried my hand out here. Well, you know, if you're unfamiliar with it, as a spectator, you can test drive on the track while the other cars are on the track, but you are a ghost completely to them. And I believe I ran an 18.881 with the default setup. So very respectable time out there. Anybody in the 18 brackets, even in 19. I mean, you know, this is a hard track to drive.
Yep, watching Stephen Tromley right now as he's on the track. Lots of brakes, tire smoke coming into the corners. Hopefully he'll be able to get some good lap times down. His first lap is at 18.945. Good enough for P8 provisional right now. It's coming around the second lap. Good exit out of 2. Smoke on again just a little bit into 3. Good launch out of 4.
Does not improve on the time of 19.107. He's going to have to take that first time and deal with it.
Yeah, I think they're just locking him up a little too much. It's going to scrub off too much speed to recover from.
Wrapping it up. We got about 15 seconds left. See if David Bowden can improve on his time.
David Bowden, I don't know if it's me or what's going on with iRacing, but he's got a lot of nose damage.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He might just be putting down some practice laps here.
Yeah, he biffed it on lap 2 there. And just to throw this out there to our producer, yeah, the IRTV is having some issues. Yeah, hopefully our production team will be able to stay in front of any issues we're having here. Apologize for anybody watching that we're not being able to keep up with what's going on, the action on the screen here.
Yeah, there was an update to iRacing, so it might be messing with a lot of things. As I'm having troubles with trading paints coming up as well. Everybody's in their default paint for me.
Everybody gotta love the mid-season updates from iRacing.
Oh yes, wonderful time every time. 8-8, great mate.
Great babe, great babe.
Wait for everybody to grid up. It only looks like 9 drivers took time out of the 10 that are left in here. The 16 and the 99 did not come back in here. That's Stephen E. Pierce and Colin Penn. Once they show up in the next couple seconds, it doesn't look like they are going to be able to race tonight. Alan McEwen, the lone provisional in the field. And there's the paints. Hey, I know y'all can't see my screen, but
there we go. Well, I'm glad you guys are working because I don't see squat right now.
We got the spoopy number 1 M&M's Toyota. And they're rolling. All right, we are still having technical issues with IRTVO right now. We're going to give you the grid as I see it. We have the number 7 of Justin Vaughn on the pole. The 6 to his outside in P2. Bradley Cross there. Jamie Vaughn qualifies in 3rd. Number 3 of Pete Baskins is in 4th. And Jared Mogar rounds out your top 5 in a number 1 Chevrolet. Number 2, Danny Rogers to his outside in position 6. 7th goes to David Bowden. Stephen Trombley is in 8th. Robbie Baskins in 9th. And Alec McEwen will start in 10th because, as I said, the 16 and the 99 are not here. So he automatically gets to pop up a position. So halfway down the backstretch here, pace car is going to dive off. Now the entrance to the pit lane is in turn 3. These guys have got to be patient to get around here. Restart zone is in turn 4. Here we go. Green, green, green.
Number 7 jumping out to a really good lead right there is it's at the number 9 car is pulling up underneath the 6, and the 6 is live and back while the 3 almost goes into the wall.
Yeah, very eventful first set of corners there. Oh, the 3's diving it in there. Oh, almost gets in the back of the 28 back here. He needs to watch it, put a little bit more front brake bias into it. Try to slow that puppy down, getting into the turns. Looks like everybody's going to be clean here. All single file action throughout the whole field.
It looks like I'm all updated as well. I see a spooky M&M's car, finally.
Top 3, a little breakaway from the 4th, 5th, and 6th place cars right there, as we have back in the back, 78 underneath the 46. Battle for 8th place right now on the track. 78 going to come up a little bit, scared of 46 a little bit, and is going to take over that 8th spot. We're going to have a good battle here between 4th, 5th, and 6th for too long. And maybe a battle for the lead up front as well. Closest battle right now is the 128 and 3 car. 3 car going to peek to the inside, try to get under the 28. Not going to get there. 28 did give him enough room. Here comes the 3 powering off of the corner. Not going to get there.
Looking behind them, the 2 car was kind of getting a run on everybody, but looks like it kept falling off. 9 car is also trying to put some pressure on the 7 car from the front of the track. Jamie Vaughn and Justin Vaughn, the brothers, are doing some battle, being respectful yet pressuring.
Here we go, battle for the lead now. 7 made a mistake going out of 4. Number 9 is going to go around him into turn 1. 7's going to fight back, try to cross over, not going to get there. 9's going to shut the door. New leader here in Martinsville.
Oh, 7 almost put
he's
on
gone
and into the wall. Little tail slap love coming up, almost coming into the 1 car.
Replay on that.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and see that replay. He wanted to get underneath, and right now he is pinching the 1 into the wall. 1 and 7 playing fender tags with each other right at the start finish line. Now the 28's looking to come on the 1 side as well.
1's going to third a block going into 1. Going to make the 28 back off a little bit.
And that opens the door for the 3 right behind him.
Yeah, 7's starting to pull away from the 1 car now. He needs to get away as fast as he humanly possibly can.
3 is trying to make that high line work. That let's see, who do I have in the 3 car here? Baskins.
Of the Peep variety, because we have Robbie behind him.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't he's working a lane up right now, trying to get some rubber laid down. I don't think with him being the lone one besides the leader working that side of the track now. Oh, and he's got a couple behind him doing it as well.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough cars to really work that high groove in. Although we do have 100 laps, maybe that'll happen. 28, almost into the back of the 1 car. Able to woe it down.
I didn't know Hardy's had a delivery service. He about did it to his back bumper. Yeah, a lot of guys back here locking up the front right side tires, burning them off a lot quicker than they should be. 28 on the bumper of the 1 coming off the corner. This is not going to end well, folks. Short tracks equal short tempers. I know that from experience.
Right now, Jamie Vaughn checked out on the field with a 1.5 second space on second place. Number 6 car, Bradley Cross. Justin Vaughn, the brother Vaughn, another second behind him. Former leader dropped back quite a bit there through the transaction last few laps.
And still, that's the closest battle on the track is between the 1 and the 28. 28. He's getting to the bumper. He's just, I'm thinking he's driving a little smart here. You know, we're only 15 laps in, so he's not going to force the issue enough. And he lost a lot of time coming off of 4, overdrove turn 3 a little bit.
And 28 has a really nice line, good entry, good exit, and you can see that he is nicely faster than the 1 car. Really putting that pressure, waiting for that 1 to cause his own issues.
Meanwhile, the 3 cars behind them are catching as well. The 2, the 78, and the 46. They're almost 2 to 3 car now. Ooh, the 78, 46 really close back there. A lot of smoke.
Meanwhile, trucking along in the back, the 14 of Alan McEwen. McEwen just trucking, trying to keep his car going. I don't know, he doesn't have any damage, but he's just kind of popping along back here.
Yeah, I don't know if he's taking, the paint scheme true to form as Stewart did at Talladega, but he's definitely hanging in the back here. I don't think he has a good grip on the track, but at least he's here, and not like a lot of the other guys that didn't show up here tonight. Martinsville did not intimidate him that much.
All right. Well, it looks like 7 to Justin Vaughn has caught the tail bumper of the Bradley Cross's number 6. And that black and white Red Bull machine's feeling the pressure of the orange and black M&Ms.
On board with Justin Vaughn here as he's trying to work his way around the 6 machine. Bradley Cross. This is the battle for second. Like 7 got a little loose coming off the turn there. A little bit of correction. Great run into the turn. Not going to have a good drive off there. The 6's got a pretty good line coming off the corner there.
A little bit of curb hopping.
Meanwhile, this is exactly what the 9 car wants to see. He wants to see these 2 get close and start battling so he can put some more distance in between him and these 2.
Although he's holding about a steady 1.3, 1.5 distance. He is slower in and through the corners, but better down the back stretches.
Man, he's burning the tires up, man. He's lost a lot of time.
Yeah, he's got
the line.
The 7 car is, or excuse me, the 9 car is just cooking that right front every time he goes into the corner. Huge puffs of smoke, and he has lost almost, over half a second to second and third. Oh, bumper action. 6 just got a whole bunch of that Toyota front end there.
The
Or it should be 4.
The 7's thinking trick or treat, but it's a week early. That 9 car is throwing James Bond smoke screens up every corner. Here we go. 7 peeking to the inside, not going to be able to get there. 6 car, oh, he lights him up too. 7's to the inside. They touch.
Both of them gave each other plenty of respect there. Able to carry on. 6 maintain second position. Meanwhile,
Yep.
7's bumper's right back on him.
Yeah, he is hungry for that second position. He wants to get back out front. And he might be able to do it in one fell swoop. Oh, a little bit more of the chrome born to the back of that 6. And 78 is on pit road right now. That's Stephen Trombley pitting from the 9th position. Going to go down a lap. Probably going to lose 2 or 3 here. Green flag pit stops are not the way you want to make your pit stops here. Short track, very quick to go multiple laps down.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Pete Baskins, Danny Rogers, Robbie Baskins back here in the back, and I'm just watching these guys. They are not being able to hook up the traction like they were doing just a few laps ago. These guys may have cooked out the traction. Whoa, 3 car hard on the brakes. Almost loses it toward the wall and allowing that 78 to come right around him. Excuse me, 46.
Meanwhile, back up front, the 9, 6, and 7 are all within half a second of each other. Looks like the 6 wanted to peek inside. The 9 had to check up. The 7 had to check up as well. That could have been bad. That 6 is getting a good run. That 9 is just cooking his tires right now. If he has a left side tire left after this run, you know that Goodyear brought a pretty good virtual tire here.
This is where you start looking back for our Twitch accounts and seeing if you can play some bets. How percentage?
Ooh, real loose coming off of 4 there.
He lost a lot of time.
Tried to peek inside the 6 and just lost the rear end of that car. Charging back hard to get up there though. Meanwhile, you had the 14 right in front of the leaders. I wonder if the lap traffic is going to stay out of the way, or is he going to play a role here?
Oh, as wide of a corner as that 9's coming, it's going to be hard to stay out of his way. Unless you're going to be riding the bumper, or excuse me, riding the curb, or stuck on the wall. That 9 likes that middle track.
I don't think the groundskeepers trim the inside curbs too much. We're going to have to go off-roading for a little bit. Ooh, 6 gives the 9 a shot.
Accordion bang.
Seven.
Oh, the 7 trying to
Oh, he's around.
And the
Caution.
wall hard. Oh, did not want to see that.
And oh man,
Oh, that was some hard hitting. The 6 pile drive the back of the 9.
and the 9 keeps locking him up. The 6 had a really great run. Thought he saw the 9 move up the track. Did not. Gave him a good shot to the rear end of that machine. And then the 7 did the same as well. And big heads up from the 28 and the 1 to split the 7 on the front stretch.
And
Very
that
good job by them.
And that's why we run Hans devices. Watching everyone come into the pits now, everyone's going to be looking for those 4 tires, a little bit more fuel, and carry on. Yeah, we are at lap 36, which is kind of about where we expected. A little further than I thought. I figured we'd be pitting early, late 20s. But the tires are definitely starting to fall away. Lap times were certainly down from where we were at qualifying.
Oh yeah, very substantially, as the 9 almost missed his pit box there, parking in the turn. He did a little bit. Yeah, he's still moving.
Yep, 9 is still. Oh,
Too
he's
far
losing.
right. 6 is already onto the left-hand side of that machine. 28's out. 1's coming out. 28's going to beat the 6 off of pit road.
Huge shakeup at the front.
1 car is going to come out in 3rd. The 9 has just now completed his service. He's going to come out behind the 2 of Danny Rogers.
That hurts.
Ouchie.
How do you like to pull off your Band-Aids?
Apparently a little too far to the right. And right now your leader's the 78, Stephen Trombley. He did make that early pit stop. I believe he's taking the wave around here. So that's going to give the lead back to the 28, David Bowden. Going to get them bonus points for leading these laps here. Bradley Cross in second, Jared Mogart in third, Justin Vaughn in fourth, and Robbie Baskins making his first appearance in the top 5 here tonight. As the 78's fallen to the back of the pack. We should have 2 to go here, I believe. Almost to halfway. The 9 is going to come back down pit road real quick. Maybe to get a little bit of a top off. As yes, the lights are off of the pace car. Going to line them up 2 by 2. 9 needs to hurry up and take that splash and go. If he doesn't, he's gonna find the leaders in the wrong way. With them passing him to put him lap down, pace car is off. 9's, yes, he just now came off of pit road. He's going to the back of the pack here. 28 has control of the field. 28, Green is out in the air. He is gone. Fresh tires for everybody to 7. Really close to the one's back bumper there. A lot of people back here have to check up extra hard because of cars in front of them. And oh, the one, a lot of chrome horn. Looks like the 1 hit the curb, got loose, and 7 didn't even touch him. Good heads up move from the 7 there. 1's going to fall all the way back to 9th place right now. Still a little loose coming off of the turn, as was the 78 there. We have some side-by-side here. It's 46 and a 3 battling.
Right in the back, the 14 and the 1 are also doing a side-by-side. They're not going to relinquish.
And that 3 is just hung out to dry now. Got the 2 to the inside as well. And he's going to get in where he fits in. Oh, hits the curb. He's around. He's around. Caution's back out.
There's our yellow, yep.
Literally, iRacing's release note said they fixed the key bar issue. And I just got it. Thanks, iRacing.
Well, for everybody but you.
All right, well, 3 just curb hopped a little bit too hard there. Doesn't look like he has any, if not much, damage. I said that completely backwards.
Looked like he kind of gently nosed it into the wall there, so it shouldn't be too horrible. Hopefully we won't need a quick repair, as we're watching everybody but the 78 yet again come into the pits.
Oh, yes, and we have a new leader here. Bradley Cross, while all the action was happening in the back, got around the 28 of Bowden, so...
Red Bull gave him wings, and he got all the way back up to the front.
Oh, he is. You're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, 78 got a wave around. He has got his lap back. So that should keep all of our drivers on the lead lap.
Race off pit road. The 9 car wins that race. The 1 is still on pit road right now. He is going to go a lap down if he does not hurry up. Did not take his fast repair. Barely beats the pace car off.
And this will be a familiar scene. We got the 6 and the 7 going to be lined up on the inside with the 20 on the high side.
And the 46 and the 2. 46 just broke the top 5 on the last caution. The 2 car. Danny Rogers in the top 5 now as well. All 10 cars are still on the lead lap. Just about halfway. I believe we will get this race back underway with 50 to go. So right now, who's your favorite?
Oh, right now, I'm going to go with the 7 car. I like the way he was cornering. Wasn't locking him up too much on the long run. I think he showed that he was faster than the 6. So I think if given the opportunity, he's going to find a way to get around. And if he can get up in the front, I think he's going to check out again and take this race.
I wouldn't sleep on the 6 either. He seems to have more of a long run car. If we can get, have a good green flag run as we did with the first run, he's definitely going to have something for that 7 machine. Here we go. Pace car is off again. 6 car has control of the field. Making his way around turn 4. He's gone.
Oh, huge jump coming out of 4. David Bowden just got caught taking a siesta, enjoying too much of those spicy fries.
Ay, ay, ay. That was horrible.
That was. I am not sure where you were going with that one.
I was trying. I don't know. Oh, little touch. 46 and 28. Oh, the 2's going to run to the 46. He dumps him.
Oh!
Matt Kenseth.
Able to recover. That was some amazing wheeling right there.
Barely. He's still having troubles back here. Got the 9 in front of him now. Oh. Hold on to her.
Oh, yeah, that takes a lap or 2 to get your bearings back on, right? And to get that red mist out of your eyes, be able to run them back down. 3 was also all over the map, and 48 trying to get his bearings right, was looking at a bumper that was just wiggling and waggling more than a puppy dog.
I feel like Clint Boyer's in the booth with us.
Right? I sure did. Meanwhile, 7 is trying to close back up on the 6 up in the front.
7 using that curb a little bit. That was his kryptonite there on the last couple runs. They're pulling off to a pretty substantial lead over the 28 now. They didn't put a second in between the leader and himself. 2 behind him in 4th.
I do remember that curbing being a benefit in NASCAR 2003, I think, or 99. I can't remember which one it was. You could hook that curbing just right and launch around the cars on the inside. Not really a fast way around this track here in iRacing 2016. And sorting through the field here, looks like everyone else is kind of spaced out. Only battle on the field right now is the leaders, and then the 48 and 9 car.
Ooh. 7 gives a shot to the 6 there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. 7's there. He's knocking on the door. He wants that lead.
He is more than knocking. He is worse than the UPS man demanding entry. We're continuing to watch the 7, trying to wheel back in the 6. Every time he gets up there, does a little knocking, loses a little bit of time, and regains it all back after several laps of running, which is going to cause damage to his right front. He's going to end up eating that tire up playing catch-up.
Yeah, that he is. Oh, we got some kind of carnage on the track. Hold on. Somebody sounded pretty crunched up. Looks like Pete Baskins is on pit road now. believe he done goofed.
I don't believe sitting on pit lane is the fastest way around the track. Seven car is reeling back in the 6 car every couple laps, shaving a 10th off. He is fighting to get back up there. Beyond that, let's see if he's able to almost put a bumper on him.
Looks
Justin,
like
go ahead.
I was going to say, it looks like Pete Baskins has retired. That is no skin off of his teeth. Actually, it is. He had the number 1 seed coming into this round of the chase. Now, we have neglected talking about it because we didn't have that many drivers in here, but 5 out of the 6 drivers still left in the chase are in this race right now. The only one, Chris Titus, is not here in Martinsville tonight. You got Pete Baskins, Jerry Mogar, Robbie Baskins, Jamie Vaughn, and Justin Vaughn out here. So Justin Vaughn is fighting for a win to advance into the Championship 4 at Homestead 3 weeks from now. That is the 7 car.
And what does he got to do to advance? Does he have to get a win, or is it just finishing positions?
Well, right now, the top 2, Pete Baskins and Jerry Mogar, are tied with 5,002 points. And then there's a 4-way tie for 3rd at 5,000 points between Baskins, Titus, and both Vaughn boys. So definitely Justin is trying to win and get the automatic bid into the championship race so he can sit there with Texas and Phoenix and just run his race like he wants. Bradley Cross trying to be a spoiler here tonight. He wants to get this win, make these boys fight harder for the rest of this round of the chase. Jamie Vaughn in that 9, who was leading earlier, he wants to get back up here as well. Laps are ticking off. We got 32 to go. Oh, a lot of check up smoke back there. Looked like the 9 kind of lost a little bit there. Of course, he's been smoking the tires all race long.
Yeah, Jamie Vaughn in that 9 car. It's got a fast setup, but he is just locking them up and burning away rubber every time he enters the corner.
But right now, if they would finish how they are running, 7, yeah, he was really loose coming out of 2 there. If they finish how they are now, Justin Vaughn would have the points lead. Jamie Vaughn would be in 2nd, and Jared Mogart would be in 3rd, with Robbie Baskins right behind him. Pete Baskins would be in 5th, in danger of getting eliminated, and Chris Titus don't get any points tonight. So,
yeah, that's going to really be upsetting for Pete then if he is trying to get that championship run.
Well, it looks like the 1 has gotten around the 28 car. Mogard moves himself up to P5. Everybody's cooking at them front tires. Back up front to see if this 7 can run down to 6. He is definitely diving it in there a lot harder than the 6 is, but the 6 is getting such a good run off the corner. Gap closes down to 2 car lengths and stretches back out to 5. 7 is almost there. Braking wise, if he can get a good drive off the corner, he can make a good run for that lead. Running that curb again. Lost a lot of time that lap.
Yeah, he fell back. He was 0.3 back. Now he's all the way 0.6 back.
And big problems for the 28. 28's done lost another position on track. Robbie Baskins in the 46 has gotten around him, so that helps his championship hopes here.
The one is all over the back of the of Jamie Vaughn now. He's Mogard is definitely on a rampage, making his spots, moving them up. We're with 22 laps to go, coming to 21 laps to go. These guys are starting to take this seriously.
Oh yeah, it's time to put up or shut up. Time to move. We gotta get towards the front, boys. And these guys are slowly catching our leaders. I remember Mogart was about 5 seconds back about 10 laps ago. Now he's gonna cut his gap down to 3.6.
Oh yeah, Mogart just cleared him in a hurry. 9 car allowing the 1 car of Mogart just to come right around and continue his rampage.
One's got a good piece under him right now. Maybe some adjustments on a couple of pit stops there really help to dial that car in. But the 9 might have laid down to let him pass, but he's not laying down to let him pull away from him. Getting some good runs. The 6, Bradley Cross, pulling away. Less than 20 to go here. 7, Justin Vaughn has got to let some of them M&Ms go, lighten that car up, and get this thing on the roll.
Yeah, he is just losing ground to the 6 car Bradley Cross. He was up, closing up gap PB 0.4, 0.3, 0.2. Now he's falling all the way back to 0.8, 0.9. He is almost a full second back and losing ground every lap.
And back behind them, Jared Mogard is almost to the 2. He's going to close the gap up on him as well. And maintaining a 3.6 second gap from him to the leader. So it looks like the 1 and the 6 are running pretty much identical lap times here.
Right now, yeah, it looks like Mogard is laying down the average fastest lap times, lap in and lap out. It's turning 19.4s, and the 6 is turning 19.5s. So there's actually, again, just closing up a little bit of time.
And he's running out of time as well. He's got to make short work of this too if he wants to try to get up there and catch up to second place and then get around him to get to first. And we're running with 15 to go here.
Yeah, I don't see the 2 car giving up. 2 car is giving some really good laps. Oh, throwing a block on him. He's not going to lay up and let. Oh, 1 car!
No!
Oh!
Caution's out.
Well, there's a caution he needed, but not the caution he wanted.
That is a tough break for that 1 car, Jared Mogard. Just trying to dive bomb in underneath the 2 and just clip the wrong side of that apron. And pit stops are happening. While pit stops are going on, we're going to run a quick commercial here. Looks like both of our leaders have come down, but the 3 behind them have stayed out here. We're going to run that commercial for you guys real quick. And welcome back here. Did have quite a few of the leaders come into pit road. You had the 6, the 7, 46, the 9. Pretty much everybody except for the 278 and 1, they all decided to stay out here. The 1 was the cause of the last caution. If he wants to come in, try to repair some of that damage. I don't know if he's taking his fast repair or not. I don't believe he has, but he's going to stay out. We're getting ready to work under 10 to go. You got Danny Rogers right now in that 2 car. Been hanging out about mid-pack all day. He is now your leader. You got the 78 of Stephen Trombley hanging out in the back all day. He's up to P2. The 1 car, Jared Mogard, in 3rd. 6 Bradley Cross, and the 7 of Justin Vaughn. Rounding out your top 5. Now that 6 is in a pickle.
That is a tough spot to be in right there. Stuck on the high side behind a car who did not pit. And on your inside is another car who did pit. But man, that's going to be tough. Oh man, getting around the 1 car is going to be a challenge. 78 hasn't shown the strength on restarts, so this is going to be interesting.
And we have put
got about 5 miles on the odometer, seeing what we're going to do.
We just had a 36 lap run on these tires, so the 278 and the 1's tires are going to be wore out. It's who can get past these guys first. Here we go. 2 has control of the field. Hope we don't see any wheel spin. We don't. 78's around. 1's around. 6 moves up to 2nd. And
oh man, that just broke my heart. Yep.
Both of them. The one smoking now. 78. Ooh, that 2's going to have another one of them. Because I believe.
Anybody got any of that Goodies headache powder going on right now?
Oof. Now let's see if the 1 has taken his fast repair. Don't believe he has, because he was sitting on pit road fixing damage the last time he had a little bit of damage. So if he takes this, gets the new tires, I mean, he's going to have, his hands full, but he might be able to re-crack the top 5. And 78 spotter is apologizing over the radio. Didn't mean to do it. 36 lap old tires. Immediate right foot down to floor. Wheel spin. Math is great. But hey, you gotta try to win these races at all costs. And the 1 has a squeaky clean new ride. And a lot of aggression to get out, I can guarantee. Yeah, right now you got the 7 starting behind the 2. 7 has to win in order to lock his position into championship weekend at Homestead to compete for the championship for the Grand American Series powered by Insane Energy Drinks. We're definitely gonna this is gonna be fun.
This is don't talk about wheel spin on restarts.
Well, the only one that's gonna do it now is the 2, so
So the 2 is not pitted yet, so he's running on old tires, but he did have a good takeoff on the last time.
Yeah, he had command of the field as soon as he dropped hammer.
Now let's
That's
see
when
if
the other 2 did.
See if he can drop hammer, get in front of the 6. If the 7 is able to work himself in there, we are running out of laps that are going to be green. But coming back to green, we're going to have, 3 laps to go?
We're going to have 4 laps to go. And not a lot of time for these guys back in the pack, so we're going to see a lot of shaking and jiving. The next caution will end the race. So let's hope it doesn't end under caution. 2 has got command of the field. 6, 2 is outside. 7 on the bumper. 2 is gone. 6 as well. 6 and 7 touching. 7's going to try to dive bomb in there.
Oh my gosh!
Goes around the outside into the wall. 6 gets around. Ooh, and it's over.
There it goes.
Bradley Cross is going to win.
Oh. Oh, man. That was intense.
That was the right move, just at the wrong speed.
Oh, my gosh. I don't think he let off the gas.
He did not. Wow. David Bowden is going to come in second.
Holy cow.
All right, we are on board with the 7 car right now on this restart. I mean, he two through a great block, overdrove the corner, kept it out of the fence, but the 7. Whew.
You know, audio-wise, it sounds like he was in the gas that whole time.
Yeah, he wanted to throw it in there and try to get around it too as best as he could, and all that effort just going to go to waste here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But doesn't hurt him as bad as what we're thinking. He's still riding around there in P3 as long as that engine can hold up for another lap. We are taking a white flag here. Bradley Cross under caution. Looks like our top 5 is going to be Cross, Bowden, Vaughn, McEwen, and Trombley. Trombley hung around in the back the whole race. Finishes P5.
Trumbo, wasn't he lapped down twice?
He was. He had to make a green
all day.
Yeah, green flag pit stop early in the race, and lucky dogs and cautions fell in his favor. Got back onto the lead lap and comes away with a nice top 5 here.
That's fantastic. Good for him.
And checkered flag for the 6. Bradley Cross is your winner here in the Tic Toc 100 at Martinsville. Go get you a grandfather clock there, bud. Yeah, and he stole a championship spot from the 7 car here tonight. Great way to upset the field. You can tell by how they're coming on the pit road that not a lot of people are exactly happy. The 6, make sure you don't damage it too much, man. You got to pass post-race inspection. Burning it down here on the front stretch.
That was an exciting last 15 laps of this race.
I expected the dive bomb, but not on the outside. If he had the inside, he could have leaned on that. Who was that? The
6 on the
2?
outside.
Yeah, the 2 didn't even make it back around. He went from leading to finishing 9th on the track. Oh, now he walking the dog on that one.
Heck yeah.
Denny Hamlin it right now.
That is some good wheeling right there.
Yeah. One of the most impressive ones I've seen so far in my broadcasting career. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the results. You got Bradley Cross, your winner here tonight. David Bowden in 2nd. Justin Vaughn in 3rd. Alan McEwen in 4th. And Stephen Trombley is going to round out your top 5. Jared Mogard fights his way back up to a 6th place position. The 9, Jamie Vaughn, another chase contender, in 7th. Robbie Baskins finishes 3 laps down tonight. Another chase contender. Danny Rogers, like we said, from first to almost worst. And Pete Baskin is going to round out your field here tonight. 42 laps down.
Wow. That was something else.
That really was. That was extremely exciting.
Yeah, I mean, both those restarts of the 2 car, wishing him the best on those older tires. Not the 2 car. Yeah, the 2 car. And man, just to be able to end it that way, that wreck. Well, that was our 2nd race now with the Grand American Series here from last week at Talladega, the biggest track on the circuit, the smallest track on the circuit. Both times they've put on a good show.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the show, considering how many cars actually did show up. Like I said, Chris Titus, one of the chase drivers, did not even make it in here tonight. Um, that's gonna pretty much put Justin Vaughn in the lead. You're gonna have Jared Mogard in second into points, Jamie Vaughn in third, Robbie Baskins in fourth, Baskins in fifth, and Chris Titus is gonna round out in the sixth position for the chase. So there's a little bit of wiggle room for the top four now. But Pete Baskins, I mean, he finished 42 laps now, but he finished at 10th. So he still scored. I believe they go by a 40-point system as NASCAR does. So he only scored 10 points less, or 7 points less than no 8, because he didn't get the lead a lap today.
Oh, okay.
So 8 points less than the leader did, or the let's see, that would be Justin Vaughn. Pete Baskins and Jerry Mogard have a 2-point advantage from winning in the second round of the chase. So
Looks like next week, checking our schedule real quick.
it'd be at Texas.
I think so. It sounds about right.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like your rad showed up.
That's my little clown horn. I got a 6-year-old. Got to keep him excited somehow.
Oh yeah. All right. You got any final thoughts there, Donovan, before we wrap it up?
You know, I know on the service a lot of people talk. They love the big tracks. I love the little tracks. I love seeing 15, 20 cars on these little tracks. I think that's the best racing iRacing has to offer. Overall, 100 laps. I am tickled pink with what we just saw. Phenomenal ending, exciting last 15 laps. I'm looking forward to see what these guys do on the intermediate tracks coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, me too. Especially with Texas being next week. Going back to a cookie cutter D-shaped oval. We've only seen a restricted plate race and a short track race so far. In our coverage. So definitely going to be interesting to see who can get out front there and stretch their legs and see if one of the chasers can win a race, or if, like tonight with Bradley Cross, if we have another spoiler. Because right now there's only 2 races to get a guaranteed spot into the championship 4. So, anyways, for Donovan Johns, our producer Tony Knuckles, I am Wes the Miss Graham. And thank you again for watching OCTV's coverage of the Grand American Sim Racing Association. And we are out.